Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the moon sextile or trine Neptune in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have the moon sextile or trine Neptune in your natal chart, you may easily meet that need, which is the moon, to attain dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. If Neptune is in Scorpio, as an example, those dreams and fantasies may be tied into psychology or locksmithing. It could be forensics, investigation, something with the occult, which includes astrology. It could be work as a surgeon or coroner, as some examples. If Neptune is in Aquarius, well, those dreams and fantasies may be tied into astronomy, astrology, computers, electronics, aviation, meteorology, even humanitarian and altruistic endeavors. Now, another thing about the moon sextile or trine Neptune in a natal chart is that you may readily find that inspiration, which is Neptune, to attain the emotional needs, which is the moon. Now, if you have your moon in Taurus as an example, those emotional needs may include creature comforts, peace, monetary stability. Um, it may be doing something Taurus related, which can include geology, something with banking, finance, stocks, working as a pawnbroker, doing something with agriculture, architecture, gardening, cultivation, as some other examples. Now, if you have one of these aspects, you may generally be in the mood, which is the moon, to attain ideals, which is Neptune. Now, if Neptune is in Capricorn, as an example, those ideals may just simply be tied into one's career ambitions. It could be gaining structure and discipline in one's life, consistency. It may be doing something Capricorn related, whether it's something connected with accounting, dentistry, masonry, carpentry, information technology, architecture, construction, something with timekeeping as some examples. Now also too, um, you may be intuitive, which is the moon, in matters that are connected with deception and duplicity, which is Neptune. Now, if you have Neptune in the seventh house as an example, this could be, dealing with, deception, duplicity by important friends, people you're in relationships with, open adversaries, such as, an open enemy, acting like, he or she wants to have some kind of compromise when that's really not the case, as an example. And also, too, let me say another example. If Neptune is in the fifth house, there may be some deception, duplicity that is connected with romantic partners and children, and even those that you may be involved in some kind of investment with, as some examples. Now, also, too, if you have the moon sextile or trine Neptune in a natal chart, you may easily sacrifice, which is Neptune. For the mother and your family in general, people you're close to home with. Um, if Neptune is in the second house, as an example, there may be a lot of sacrificing connected with money. It may be possessions, your resources. Um, if Neptune is in the first house, it could be just simply expending a lot of physical energy for the home and family, being able to do, your, easily, expending, that energy and sacrificing a lot of that, for, home, family, you know, as an example. If Neptune is in the 12th house, as another example, it could be sacrificing a lot of your private time to be able to make way to help or assist the mother and family members, as another example. Now, another thing too is that if you have one of these aspects in your natal chart, there may be compassion, which is Neptune, may be readily expressed to those you're close to home with, which is the moon. Now, let's say if the moon is in Gemini, as an example, those people that you're close to home with may actually, one or more may actually be Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are mercurial, adaptable, versatile, multifaceted, loquacious, talkative, but yet maybe contradictory as well. If the moon is in Aries, it could be Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or ones that embody Aries traits. It could be those that are aggressive, assertive, outspoken, direct, courageous. Um, it could be people that are confrontational, maybe easily provoked as well, acerbic, as some other pioneering, as some other examples. Now, also too, these aspects may be favorable for nurturing and caring, which is the moon, for the less fortunate, and which is Neptune. Now, going back to the moon in Gemini as an example, and that would be where one may nurture and care for those people. Easily could be through, mental stimulation, helping these people learn through general communication, disseminating information. It could be something with manual dexterity, which can include auto or refrigeration mechanics. It may be some work with the hands that you can easily assist those people with. And also, too, the moon sextile or trine Neptune in a natal chart may manifest in having little trouble in terms of expressing one's imagination, which is Neptune, in the home, which is the moon. And could be through, home, decoration or design. It may be expressing, art, artistic ability in one's home. And maybe by doing something, say if Neptune is in Aquarius, it may be doing something, on the computer, expressing some imagination, such as computer artwork, as an example. And also, too, if you have the moon sextile or trine Neptune in your natal chart, you may have really good insight, which is the moon, in terms of deciphering, hidden adversaries, which is Neptune. You may have very good intuition in these matters and be able to kind of sense, whether it's through body language or what have you, the people that could be, posing as friends, posing as people that want to benefit you, but they're really there, for your detriment in some manner. Now, another thing too about these aspects in the natal chart is that, moon-related people, may be, beneficial to your spirituality, which is Neptune, if applicable. Now, when I say moon-related people, it could be those who are close to home with, the mother, family, in general. If the moon is in Pisces, it could be, one or more of these people may actually have a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be, those that are, altruistic, compassionate, sacrificing, forgiving, emotional, sensitive, and empathetic, as some examples. Now, also, too, another way these aspects may manifest in the natal chart is that the unconscious side, which is the moon, can be compatible with Neptune related people, whether it could be healers, people that are spiritual, or involved in the metaphysical. As an example, going to the moon in Capricorn, as an example, that unconscious side may be one that's very structured, disciplined, consistent, ambitious, responsible, premeditative, um, someone that has uses a lot of concentration, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.